Ja, hallo, herzlich willkommen. Heute das erste Mal Werner Vino in Frankreich, im Pays Nantais. Ja, darum wechseln wir gleich ins Englische. Well, next to me, Jérémie Huchet. Thank you very much that you give us the possibility to have a look on your winemaking and the domain. And the first question we are always asking is,
yes.
as a client, what can you expect if you open a bottle of Jérémie Huchet?
So, thank you for coming. What we try to make in the Muscadet, it's preserve the terroir particularity. The Melon de Bourgogne, which is a grape for Muscadet, it's not a very varietal and aromatic grape, so it leaves a large place to the terroir expression, and we do the best for keep this terroir expression. We work with 4 different terroirs, 2 different granites, and 1 gneiss terroir and 1 terroir in a gabbro, which each one has is a particularity, and we try to keep it. When we open a bottle of Muscadet, for me, the Muscadet must be straight, very clean, very subtle, and it should finish by a terroir expression. Like if we are in a gneiss terroir, it's salty, it's very clean and straight. If we are in a gabbro terroir, it's more massive, little bit more bitter, but you know, a good bittering, yeah. Because it's a Muscadet for aging in this kind of terroir. This is a way we believe in this way, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. So. And the history of your domain?
Yes, the history is very long, but like everywhere, maybe in France, because my parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents was farmers. They grow the vine, but many other culture. Mm-hmm. And my grandfather, after the Second World War, was a specialist in Muscadet. He do only Muscadet. After my dad keep going and start to bottling the Muscadet and sell it in France and in Europe. And after I start to work with my parents in 2001, and we keep going the job, and also we take some other place like Clos-les-Montilles, like British. And with different terroir, we do different range of Muscadet, and we try to have a large variety of terroir Muscadet. This is the way and my parents still to help me for grow the vine.
Did you always wanted to become a winemaker?
No. When I was a student, I was a very bad student because I don't know the word maybe it's the same in English. I'm dyslexic.
I think so. Yes.
I think so. So that was very hard for me the study. And when I start study winemaking and wine growing, I was very interesting, and I find what I want to do, mm-hmm. And after that was fine. Mm-hmm. But
and you've been as well in Australia, is that true?
Yes, I've working 1 year in Australia. That was in 2000, and that was very interesting for me. That give me more conviction. Mm-hmm. Because we make an industrial wine with big tank. We use a lot of oak chips, and that was interesting. But when I'm come back here in Nantes, so I understand everything in my head and say we have a particularity, we have a great terroir, we have appellation d'origine contrôlée, and we have some how do you say that, some en français, nous avons des valeurs, un patrimoine qui ne pourra jamais être copié. On ne pourra jamais voler nos granites, nos gneiss. On a des centaines d'années d'histoire et c'est ça qu'il faut se faire plaisir à mettre en avant. Puisque le monde entier pourra planter des chardonnays, des sauvignons, des melons de Bourgogne, mais il ne pourra pas faire des muscadets.
So, in one word, terroir. A very special terroir.
In one word, I can do in one word.
Yeah.
Terroir, for me, it's three things. Okay. Terroir, it's of course the earth. It's the historic. En français, je disais. C'est le savoir-faire d'un groupe d'hommes qui a cultivé ce terroir. Donc on va dire, les cailloux, le savoir-faire d'un groupe d'hommes au travers des siècles. Et la troisième chose, c'est le millésime de l'année.
And in the past, Muscadet was always a wine very famous to drink with oysters and seafood.
Yes.
Yes. But I think this changed. There are more possibilities now.
Yes, there is more possibility. The Muscadet, for me, is still the best wine for oysters and seafood, of course, especially when he's young. But now, if you have a Muscadet, for the cru, we keep the Muscadet between 3 and 5 years on a lease in a concrete tank like that. You can drink your Muscadet with white meat, with a cheese. And it's doing very well.
Well, that sounds very good. And is it possible to taste?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so
let's go.
We see in a few minutes. Yes, now we are in the tasting room.
Yes.
And what wine would you like to offer for the tasting?
We will taste 3 different Muscadet. The first one is Domaine de la Chaumière. It's the wine my parents and grandparents do, the most popular classic Sevranen-sur Muscadet, which is going very well with the oyster, seafood and fish. It's the idea of most people have to the Muscadet. And it's Domaine de la Chaumière. We are here in a granite terrace. It's between granite and a gneiss. The granite has a beginning of metamorphosis and it starts to become a gneiss. We are between both, and is a very old granite. It's rotten and it contains some clay as well. So we have a very low maturation on this granite, and we keep the acidity, and we can make a clean Muscadet in this granite. It's still very straight. So this is Domaine de la Chaumière 18. 18, it's a very good vintage for us. Easy vintage.
So this is the basis.
This is the basic way. So wine we sold some more in France and in Europe, of course, and we sold a lot also in USA. This is Chaumière, maybe it's 60% of the selling really. you see in Chauvigny there is a particularity of Muscadet surly. It's a little bit fuzzy, it's a bit bubbly, and he is fresh, but he has some fruit as well. And the particularity of this terroir also, we have some fresh taste, like fennel.
Yes.
And he's clean, and he has a salty touch at the end. For me, it's perfect dry white for appetizer and oyster.
It's very nice, yes, because as you said, it's straight,
yes,
really straight, and it's dry.
And it's dry.
That's very important. Yes, I'm a fan of very dry wines, and there's as well some fruit.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Now we can try Monty-le-Parc. Monty-le-Parc, it's selection parcellaire. This is another terroir. We bought it with my parents in 2001. In this terroir, we are in Gabon. It's a blue stone, and it's contain a lot of iron and magnesium. And he make a wine with more structure, more minerality, a little bit bitter at the end. He's maybe less clean than this kind of wine, but is more deep. And
as well,
yeah, it's organic. We try every year to make more and more wine in organic process. It's a good way, but it's a very hard way because we are in Atlantic climate, so it's raining, and we should do very carefully with the mildew daisies. Yeah. And also the Melon de Bourgogne, it's very hard to grow. It's very fragile, and Atlantic climate and fragile grapes. It's a challenge to do organic in Loire Atlantique. Now we will try Château-Thébaud. Château-Thébaud will be coming back in a granite and gneiss terroir.
Yes.
It's the same terroir than Chauvigny, and very close to the Main River, which is gives the name Muscadet, Sèvres and Maine. And Château-Thébaud, it's a village appellation. It's a selection of the best terroir in Chauvigny. It's the best granite and gneiss terroir. And we keep this wine 5 years on a lease in a concrete tank, so with no batonnage. And this is vintage 2012.
Thank you. It smells a little bit exotic.
Yes, it smells ananas, exactly. Yes, and we have the palette is more complex. We still have the terroir palette, the clean wine and the salty touch at the end, but also we have the flavor from the east, and like ananas, like brioche, and the wine has more touch. But you will see is always still very straight and very fresh. For me, at the end of this wine, we have some citrus touch, like a cedra, and it's very straight.
Well, it's as well very dry, very straight, as you said, and as well mineral.
Yes.
Yes. So I think it's a very nice combination. This fruit and the mineral, and very dry. Very good. Very, very nice.
Je continue en français. Oui, je suis en début de bouche. On a quelque chose d'assez d'assez soft, d'assez plein, avec le côté un petit peu, comme vous disiez, un petit peu fruit, un petit peu brioché. Et puis après, quand on le garde en bouche, l'acidité se remet en place, ça se resserre pour avoir quelque chose, comme je disais, un petit peu écorce de citron confit, un peu cédra, et qui donne beaucoup de puissance et d'allonge. Et ces fins de bouche-là, je dirais que la particularité du cru Château-Thébaud, c'est puissance et finesse. Et Bertrand.
Ça va bien?
Ça va.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
En pleine dégustation?
Ouais, t'es filmé.
Ah. Vous avez coupé?
Non, mais on va couper, c'est pas grave.
Ah, c'est gentil.
Ça va?
Oui, impeccable.
Ouais. Tu venais voir pour le frangin?
Bah, venir récupérer 4 bancs si je pouvais pour ce soir.
Ça. Attendez ça.
Very, very, very nice wine, and so thank you very much for the invitation to taste the wines. I think you will find a lot of friends as well in Germany and Austria, because it's very you cannot compare it to other wines.
Ah, okay, thank you.
I would say yes, and. For you at home, I have to say you, buvez plus Muscadet. Merci.
Merci. Thank you very much, Ralph, and thank you for your interest about Muscadet. Chill.